Hello, my name is Winfrey Daniel Okolo, and welcome to Pageant Academy. So, on this page, what you get is advices and tips, tricks from my experience about being a pageant queen, a model, or just honestly being a lady and living life to the full while maximizing your potential. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about mental preparation. Yes, mostly for pageant queens, right? But then again, we all need to be mentally prepared for whatever thing we want to do in life. So yeah, if you know you're interested in being a pageant queen, you already are a pageant queen, you're interested in knowing how you want to reign during that whole time, you're an aspiring model, or you're just a lady who's out there and you know you want great things for your life, make sure you keep on watching because this is where it is going down. And today we're talking mental preparation. Yeah, so do not go anywhere. Please like, comment. If you have any questions, do ask me. I'll definitely respond. Give this video a thumbs up, please. And of course, share it to as many young ladies you know out there. So I'll be back in just a bit. Welcome back. Okay, so going right into it without any further ado, okay? So today we're talking mental preparation, mostly for pageantry, yeah, but then again, you can apply the same principles for life generally. So now, what is mental preparation? Mental preparation is a process of getting your mind ready for whatever task you have to accomplish, right? And then when it comes to pageantry, we need to be mentally prepared, right? So, I mean, in pageantry, business, life, marriage, relationship, anything at all, right? Making money, you have to be mentally prepared. If you know, in fact, doing life, you need to literally be prepared to do life. Because if you're not, different challenges will come and you'll be able to surmount them. But then again, if you prepare and set your mind up and you know that, see, I'm going to do this thing, be it pageants or whatever, no matter what it takes, I know I'm going to go through challenges, but I'm willing to go through the challenges and definitely come out successful. You set your mind up like that with different tools that are around, you definitely will bulldoze and go through it. So I'm going to break the topic mental preparation into 5 different topics or different subtopics to actually address it as regards pageantry. But as I said before, feel free to apply this to any other aspect of your life. Number 1 is personality check. So before we do or embark on anything, something I believe is very, very important is knowing how we behave and why we behave the way we do, right? There's a book I read when I was much younger, and it was written by Tim LaHaye. The title of the book is Why Will We Act the Way We Do? And it literally talks about the temperaments we have, from sanguine to phlegmatic to choleric and to melancholy, right? So definitely that is a book I think every living human being, male or female, should read. Why? Because we're in life here, we need to know why we ourselves act the way we do. We need to know why people around us act the way they do and how best to treat them. Because when you understand the way people act and why they act the way they do, then you can literally know how to adjust, or you know how to respond to them, honestly, right? So now, for pageantry, a lot of people think, okay, fine, you must have an outgoing attitude and character to be a pageant queen. Yeah, in several cases, yeah, that is the case because, of course, pageantry definitely has a lot to do with your social skills, your ability to interact and relate with people one-on-one. I mean, be it your pet project, be it the organizers, be it your co-contestants and all of that. And of course, everybody's seeing how well they give awards like, Miss Congeniality, give awards like Amity, Most Friendly, and all of that. Social skills is key when it comes to pageantry, right? So definitely checking your personality, reading books like that, listening to messages on YouTube, and TED Talks that talk about personalities will help you know the kind of personality you have, so that you can actually find yourself, know how to behave and act in that whole pageant climb, right? And of course, generally in life. I'm not saying fine if you're shy, you can't go for, or if you have certain personality traits, you can't go for pageantry. That's not the case, because I was definitely very, very shy until I decided to break through that shyness and go back. But then again, with all of that, I still knew that in me, I had a personality that could shine forth. So definitely you can go through it. Even if you're shy, you have a more reserved personality and still go for it. So no, it's not for people that are just outgoing. If you're introverted and all of that, you still have your strengths. So definitely find what those strengths are by reading books, listening to messages on this particular topic, and then finding your personality, right? Then know how you want to balance that and sort that out while know what the strengths are for you going into pageantry, and know, okay, fine, what the strengths are going to be for you, because you need to know your strength going into a situation or a competition like being a pageant queen, because there are other girls there that are coming with a whole lot of things. If you check your personality and you know what it is that your strengths are, then you can ride on those strengths to deliver you the crown. See, believe me when I'm saying this is actually very important. Okay, so let me move on and not belabor that particular topic. If you have any issue on that subtopic, do comment below and let me explain further. The next subtopic I will take is why pageantry and finding your purpose. A lot of girls go into pageantry and they don't know why. A lot of girls go into pageantry because they just see one girl they admire and they just want to go into it because, oh, they think, oh yes, I can be her. Or a lot of people are telling them to go and try it out and go and try their friends and say you can do it. That was my case actually. My friends and all of that told me, okay, fine, I should try this and everything. And there's nothing wrong with taking a cue from what people say you should do and all of that. If it's something you know will not cost you anything, but don't do it solely because that is why you're doing it. Fine, it might steer you in that direction, but then again, make sure you sit back to think about it. Is this what I really want to do? And then if you can actually pen down your reasons why, it is very important. See, starting anything in life, you need to know the why. Do you understand? I mean, a lot of people recently have gone into forex trading and all of that, right? I've been tempted a whole lot of times. I probably still do get tempted, right? And something I know they always tell the people that want to make money from this thing is know your why. No matter what you're getting into life, you need to know your why. And once that why should be strong enough to move your emotions. Once your why is not strong enough, once your why is based on somebody else, then you've not got to me. So as much as I said I was shy, I had no interest in pageantry when I started. My friends literally bought forms for me and handed them over to me. Eventually, I decided after I tried it once or twice to go into it by myself. Now, this is why, right? I started a business after school, right? It was a gift concierge. I still run it on the side and all of that. But yeah, because of so much I'm caught up in, I don't attend to it so much anymore. But I'm still running that business. It's called The Gift Professional. You can follow us on social media, right? So what happens is I get gifts, package it, and deliver it to people, right? So when I started that business, my why was because I used to literally get people in school. Then a lot of friends reached out to me, family members, say, Winfrey, I want to get this person a gift. I don't know what to get. Advise me. I started getting those requests a lot and all of that. And I'm like, see, naturally, it comes to me naturally. I love shopping. I love picking out gifts. I literally just buy gifts for, like, if you're my friend, at least I'm sure you've gotten something from me, no matter how small it is, right? So it was something I actually enjoy doing a whole lot, and that's why I actually started it as a business, right? So when I went into pageantry properly, when I say proper, I mean nationwide. Okay, that's after Miss Universe Nigeria. That's Miss Nigeria or MBGN. My reason was to give that business a larger platform to reach people. Not because I wanted to make money, but I honestly, genuinely feel that people want to get things for their loved ones, but they can't do it because Nigeria, we don't have the culture of giving a lot of times. And then also because they don't have the time, they're too busy. So I was really, really focused on offering that service of helping people give gift to their loved ones, and I wanted that word to go out there. So I will tell you, when I even went for MBGN, that was my sole purpose at that point. I want to get a platform that will help me to reach out to other people and to offer this service of gifting. Yes, I actually thought as far as, oh yes, how I'll get the contract of supplying flowers and packaging the winner's prize, probably the car and all of that. And I really thought about that, like in the long run, about going that far. So yes, that was my why at that reason. Yes, I was flexible enough when it eventually happened. My why changed, which is totally fine. But my point is, have a why that is strong enough to move your emotions. Then I loved my business so much. Like that was literally what I was doing, and it was actually great until I moved from Abuja. So not belaboring that point. Any question on that, drop in the comment section. Moving forward, starting right, where and when. A lot of people want to go into pageant, but they don't know when to start or where to start pageant to participating, right? I will tell you for free that stay away from any pageant that demands money from you. Honestly, some people say, oh fine, no, it doesn't matter, I might be a great pageant. Okay. If the money is not to buy your form, which to me is reasonable, then honestly, if they're telling you come and bring sponsors, if they're telling you, I've said this thing before, if they're telling you bring money for camping fee, I honestly believe all those are the responsibility of the organizers to do that. You can't, nothing goes for nothing. I will buy my form. What would you invest? This pageant thing you're organizing is your business. If you don't want to invest in your own business, why should I be willing to put my own money on the line and my own self on the line for your business? Why should I bring in your sponsors? Why should I bring in money to camp the girls and all of that? That's literally, I'm literally covering what you're meant to cover. And that already shows to me, personally, my personal opinion, that you're not willing to push this. That means this pageant can literally have just one edition and it's over, because you're not willing to sacrifice anything. You're definitely not going to take care of me if you actually want me at this point to take care of myself. Yeah, I'm not saying things don't start small. Yes, pageants start from little beginnings, but then again, organizers have key basic responsibilities to handle. If you know your pageant cannot handle camping girls yet, then don't do it. Let them do it from their house. Let them come from that day and do that. But yeah, you need to check. So you need to know what it takes to start a pageant business and be able to invest to a level for it. On that's literally what I'll say. Okay, so where to start? Go for a pageant that has history. That's what I say. Fine. So people like to start small, so they just test their hands at it and all of that before they go big. But yeah, there are pageants that you can go for that have history, even if it's just 2 to 3 years history. Right? You can see that, fine. But I know a lot of people will say, okay, fine, then how do you want the small pageants to start? Okay, fine. Even if you want to go for a fresh pageant that is just starting, do a little research. Even if you find there's nothing to research on, talk to the organizer. The person that's telling you come for this pageant, talk to the person. And if the person gives you an idea or an impression that you're asking too much questions, please run away. Okay? Run away. Jackpa. Don't be there and informing, oh, okay, they say this one, they say that one. No, there's no need. Right? So you should start right. Starting right means do your findings, do your research. If it's a big pageant, or a pageant that you know a lot of people don't hear about, find out. If you know it's a pageant that they've had ex queens, talk to the ex queens, let them help you out and all of that. And if you can't find anybody, reach out to me. I will try my best to help you find out what I can and then make this information available to you. When to start? When I went for MBGN, when I had the first impression to go for MBGN was, I think I was in uni then. I used to watch it then when they had it and all of that. I didn't necessarily decide to go, but I had friends that actually went for auditions and all of that, right? But then again, I eventually decided to go. I think I made up my mind to go for MBGN when I was in law school. But honestly, a lot of people ask these questions. I think I have people in my DM right now that have this particular question. Okay, how do I balance pageant and school or pageant and work? Like, let me not go there because that's another point under, but right? But I'll say this. When you're at a point where you feel you have responsibilities that seem very great and weighty, put the two side by side and prioritize. I would always say schooling is much more important than pageantry, depending on the level of schooling you are. If you're in your university, I will always advise finish your school first. If you know you're not good at multitasking, if you know you cannot bear the pressure of school and pageant at the same time. People are great and they do it, and that's awesome. If you can do it, go ahead for it. But if at the point you have a decision and you want to make either or, I will never advise anybody to, because you have a pageant title or because you want to participate, defer your admission, go for pageant and then come back. No. Go for your schooling, especially in this climate in Nigeria. Maybe in other countries that are awesome and all of that. Still do your findings and know what they need for you if you decide to make that. But even if, I'll tell you, anywhere you are in the world, education is key. So be done with that. That also even gives you an edge with the organizers. You know, okay, fine, this one is focused and she knows what she's doing, right? So make sure you go for your schooling. After you go for your schooling, then you can go for pageantry. In my case, I was in law school when I decided to go, right? That particular year, I actually had my bar finals. Probably if I was still in uni, I could have probably gone and it wouldn't be such a big deal. But then again, I knew that law was not a course I wanted to play with. So I told myself, let me finish this and then when I'm done. When I eventually had the opportunity again to go for it, when I finally said I was in law school, I was preparing for my exams. Then I did my law school in Bayelsa. Port Harcourt was where the auditions were happening. I knew I had to travel. Yes, I was mobile at that time. But honestly, I was studying my bar finals and I didn't want anything to distract me. So I told myself, see, why not just do this law exam now, be done with it. It's fine to delay another year. Yeah, of course, age was also not on my side as at then, because I felt okay, fine, after this year passes again, I'll be another year older and all of that. And I might not be able to go for the auditions because I'll be too old for it and everything. But see, I told myself, I gave myself sense, see, do this exam, finish. Is it better doing that or is it better writing bar finals again? And I told myself, no, I will do my exams first. I did that. Sadly, the year I now wanted to go, I was ready, I was serving, I had all the time in the world to splurge. MBJND now hold, so I now had to wait, right? And then go for, so I decided in that waiting period, I'll go for Miss Nigeria. It was an amazing choice, I believe, and all of that. So after that, and I eventually went for MBJN after my service. And it was amazing. At that point, I could focus. See, pageantry is not a joke. We'll talk about all this going forward. A lot of people think it's child's play and everything. Preparation for pageantry is serious work. Keep it locked on here. Subscribe to this channel and I will give you details on what it is like preparing for a pageant, okay? So for now, I'll tell you, pageantry is not a joke. So it's something you also need, like preparing for a pageant is very time consuming. If you're going for a national pageant that probably has an international pageant they're expecting you to go for when you win this one, it's very tasking. A lot of girls didn't used to rehearse, but I love the fact that now Nigerian girls are taking the initiative to know that going for a pageant, you have to rehearse your catwalk, your speech, and all those kind of things. So you need to know that it's a full-time job if you want to do it right? So if you know you have two responsibilities that are weighing and are pressing, weigh your options, look at the variables and choose wisely. Do your pageant when you know you have enough time and energy to focus on what you need to do. I hope I passed message clear. Oh yeah, if I did, please comment and let me know if you had, if I did comment. If I didn't, you have a question, let me know in the comment section. Okay, now the next thing I want to talk about is, I think it's kind of I'm preempting myself because I'm sure I'll talk about it in the future, but let me just breeze over it. Teamwork, structure, and strategy. When you now eventually decide, okay, fine, it's time for me to go for pageant, and this is the pageant I want to start from. Teamwork is great. Structure is awesome. Strategy is fabulous. And this is why. No man is an island. Teamwork can be the person that you are literally rehearsing with, or the person you're literally training under to go for a pageant. I will advise you get a tutor. If you don't have a tutor, YouTube is your boo. When it comes to pageantry, YouTube for question and answer, YouTube for catwalk. See now, this is not YouTube. YouTube for mental preparation, YouTube for most of it. But then again, if you have the resources and means to, please by all means go and look for a pageant tutor. The job description of a pageant tutor or a pageant trainer is not only to collect your money and do catwalk. Catwalk no key you. Okay, catwalk is important. You will do that. You should do that. But then again, mental preparation. The person should be boosting your confidence as often as you speak. Catwalk tutors, this is also for you. Pageant tutors, this is also for you. The person should be boosting your confidence as you speak. The person should be telling you at every possible time how you should conduct yourself, standing, sitting, etiquette, eating, all the how to act like a lady, how you should to be gracious, how you should always have a smile on your face. I spent a few days with the catwalk coach. That guy is awesome. Why? Because I literally was there with one of his girls, and he kept, like, we were doing very random stuff after the catwalk training, but he kept on hounding her. Smile, stand straight, wear your heels, keep your heels on. And that is literally what it's about. It's not just, oh, come, collect the money, sit down in front of me. Did you want to disappear? And that is it. No. They're meant to go through it with you. They're literally meant to help you prepare for the pageant as regards costuming, what you wear. They're not meant to get it for you. That is all your responsibility. But if you are blessed with a catwalk instructor that would do that, or with a pageant coach that would do that, kudos to you. But then again, at least they're meant to give you advice on the kind of dress you should be thinking of wearing. They're meant to probably even suggest, okay, fine, you could use this designer or that designer, the kind of hair you should do. It's meant to be the whole package from start to finish, not just the catwalk, except maybe that's what you paid for, just catwalk or just speech or all of that. But then again, if it's total package, it's meant to be the total package from the beginning to the end. While on camp, if you have difficulty, you should be able to access the person, send person messages on what exactly should go down. Okay, so that is teamwork. So if you don't have resources for that, then teamwork will probably be YouTube and the other ex-queens that have their videos. Or this could be your teamwork. You can talk, you could watch this video, I'm telling you how to do things, or watch other videos and all of that. So teamwork is good structure when it comes to social media presence, when it comes to being present on social media even before camp starts, when it comes to posting. Maybe you have a friend that's a videographer or a camera guy and all of that. Find a way to bargain with them, or release hot pictures. That's what people do now. Hot pictures even before you get on camp. Tension them before you enter camp. When you're on camp, be releasing pictures steady. Let them be wondering, is it the party we're coming for together? Guys, we need to step up our game. We're not joking, right? Even if you don't have the friends that could help you with all of that, right? For me, when I was going to pageant, luckily for me, I had Mother Sarah. She was my friend. We were in law school together. We were roommates. And she was a designer and all of that. So yeah, she was my teamwork at that point. And of course, family that were also supporting and friends that were also supporting, right? People that would advise me and tell me, oh, do it this way, or try this. That is teamwork. You need other people's input. Don't think you're an island, you can do it all by yourself. If you can't get professional help, get social help. Get your friends, your family members to advise you on what to do. Don't be an island. Okay, work with all of that. If you don't have if you want to do photo shoots and all of that, you can reach out to photographers on Instagram. They would definitely be glad to help you. The ones that are upcoming, ask them if they want to do a collaboration. You be the model. Reach out to makeup artists. People are big on collaborations these days, so don't sit down there and say, oh, I don't have resources, I don't have anything. Look into yourself, look for what you have and use it. Strategy. Going into pageant camp, you need to strategize, from what you're wearing to how you speak, to how you comport yourself, to how you relate to organizers, pageant queens alike, and so many things. You need to have a strategy. You can't just go there and just be like this. Yes, it's good to go. If fun and enjoyment is your strategy, know how you're going to do it, but be smart. Know exactly what you're going in there for. Keep your eyes on the prize. When I went, yes, I will actually even say this. I used to say it a lot. Oh, I didn't pray to win. But yeah, I actually didn't pray to win. My strategy was not to blow my delivery on stage. So I had a strategy to rehearse my talent, which was actually speech delivery, every night and morning, and every other time I had in between. So I had it recorded on my phone. I would listen to my poem the way I wanted to say it every night and every morning, and every other time I had in between to listen to it. I would recite it over and over again. My strategy was to go there and be myself, but then again, be smart. My strategy was also to observe and know, fine, oh, this person is cool, this person is not so cool, this person is great. Do you understand? Like, just even if your strategies are subtle, have them at the back of your mind. I also honestly went there with that mentality because yes, somebody literally made me go for the pageants, right? So if you know you are going because you want it, then sit down and strategize properly. Let me not be late about that. Now, pageants, school, work balance. A lot of people have issues with this, and I think I've answered most of it earlier, right? Talking about how you need to know what matters most to you at this point. If you're still in school, you know you're doing a course that's tedious. Pageantry is also tedious, so I would suggest and advise that you focus on that one first, get it over with, and then put your whole energy into pursuing pageants. But if you're also in school and you feel time is not of the essence for you, age-wise and all of that, you want to go into it, just be smart about it. I would not suggest that you drop out of school because of anything. The same with work, depending on the kind of work you're doing. If you're an intern or if you actually have a full-time job and your boss will understand. At the time I came for MBJ, I actually had a full-time job in Abuja. I literally left it and came to Lagos because I honestly felt like I was wasting. I felt like I wasn't doing what I was meant to do. So I honestly left it, and I'll say this, and came to Lagos. Then I went for the pageant. So I think for work is even still more, if you are working already but your mind is still going back to pageant, I think it's even more, and I think it's even great because I mean at that time you could probably have saved some money, you could use to get some of the things you need and all of that. But for school, I think school is something that you should just finish first, get it over with. Know you have your degree in your hand in case this other one doesn't work, you go back to that. Okay, so for now I don't want to overflog the matter and over belabor the issue. I hope I've been able to answer a few of your questions. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section. I'll be more than glad to attend to it when next I have this video time. Okay, thank you guys so much. If you think I'm tired, it's because if my voice sounding cracky, I think I look tired because I've had a very long day. But then again, I told myself I need to make this work because it's been a long time coming. Okay, love you guys so much, and I wish you all the very best. Do follow me on social media at Pageant Academy NG. Feel free to follow my personal page at Winfrey Daniel Okolo. And I mean, it's from me to you, man, baby. It's all love. So be awesome, stay fabulous. Love you. Next time. Bye.